Man, let me tell you what, that was a little tough to get off there. Apparently some have weather seals. Both of mine had sealant. So I had to sit there and take a screwdriver and razor and everything I possibly could for about 2 hours at this guy to finally get him open. But as you can see, everything looks good and clean. No water damage. No physical damage. I don't see any of the cells swollen or anything weird. So now I can put it back together, seal it back up, and then put it in the car. All purpose, 100% silicone. Should do the job. And time to pull the battery out. I'm pretty confident that 4 cans is more than plenty. 3 might be enough because I got quite a bit on there. Nice big gloves, a little extra in that spot. Okay, so we got 3 cans, 3 tubes squirted on there. That should seal up pretty nice. And just went through the entire 4 tubes on it. Pretty much all the way around. I went extra heavy on the front. Oh no, I went extra heavy everywhere. So she's ready to go. I'm just trying to get it in there. As you can see, I still got a ways to go. It's taking forever to get it up there. If I just had a lift, so anybody want to send me a lift, that'd be very nice. I got some shields over there. This guy's dropped down, so I can't put the battery underneath there, so I need to get this up so I can get this underneath there, because it's been looking like this all day and just can rain any minute, 100% safe. I had to jack it up a little bit higher and then put it down on the jack stands. But that's why I ended up with just enough clearance. So, let's get this guy in there. I had to jack it up just a little bit because I couldn't get that big section underneath my front bumper. And once I got it past, I took this back out and just kind of put it underneath this wheel for a little extra stability. But yeah, she's clearing, she's coming through. My silicone job looks OEM fresh. So one of the key things I'm showing here is I've got jack stands all over the place holding this thing up. I've got a wheel underneath that tire. I got a jack stand there. I got an extra jack stand just in standby. I got a jack stand and standby there. Another jack stand holding it up over there. I'm not even crawling underneath it really, except for it to, latch that strap so I can pull it from a distance. So, because I'm out here by myself working on this, and I do not want this thing falling on me, because nobody's gonna know for a while. So, be safe, guys. So I've got this tire on the ground. That tire's on the ground. This one is on the ground, I guess. Got a nice camber going on. Let me... Okay, here we are. So this is the last jack stand I have, and I'm about to remove it. And of course my battery died. And you can see my jack has been heavily abused during this operation. There she is. Decided to lower the car onto it. And then I'm going to jack it up a little bit. That way it's not just hovering in the air all crazy. It was much easier to lower with the scissor jacks than it is to raise it up, as they did not really move. And that is the only jack I have, and it is an absolute turd. Sorry for that. We were on the ground. You'd think I would be all the way on the ground, but there's still a jack holding this thing up because it still wants to go down a little more, but I need some room still to put these bolts in. You can see I've got the very front bolts in, and I can almost get the back ones in, so I'm ready to actually start jacking at the back of the battery so I can start bolting her in. Well, let's go. Alright, so it's all bolted in. I got one bolt here and another bolt there that just needs to be finished up. They're being really tough, and it was hard to get this one, so I figured I had to jack it up so I can plug these in after I got all done. Now that it's all bolted, I had to jack it up one more time. And so I've already got the CAN bus wire in. I seem to just kind of push in and turn a little bit, and then this one has this nice sliding mechanism, so I need to put that on there and slide it in and then plug that guy in. I got to remove this mount, and then I have two little brackets right there that need to be put on, and then I can put the shields back on, but I'm going to just make sure everything works right first. Another shot from down under. As you see, I had the jack in the back, so I was able to jack that up all the way. You really can't see the bolts, but they're all the way in. This bolt right here, as you can see, is about halfway in. So I'm about to go and tighten up all the rest of the bolts and relieve the pressure off these amazing Harbor Freight dolly jacks that apparently can do the job. So I'm opening the hood for the first time in probably about a year and a half. And yeah, I'll be doing a little bit of cleaning in here, but this is hilarious. So I took 4 batteries from a scooter. These are out of like some MX 650s and SX 500 batteries, and I just strapped 4 of them together and made my own massive 12-volt battery here. This was like a temporary fix, and ended up being more than temporary. That's just hilarious seeing this, something I did like a year and a half ago. So I charged it up to about 90%. It's showing about 60 miles of range. I'm not liking the way that looks. I'm gonna kind of dust a little bit of paint on there, dust some paint on there, try to freshen it up here. That is much better. It's not perfect, but man, I just could not take the way it looked before. So I got as much as I could down there. Just trying not to get too much overspray. Actually looking pretty good. This is brutal. I'm doing like 4 miles an hour. It's so loud.